everybody, welcome back. This is the 5th devlog for my speedrunning platforming game. In this video, we'll be taking a look at power-ups, UI, and different changes to the islands. Before we begin, if you haven't already, please wishlist the game on Steam. We're at 85 wishlists and trying to push to 100. Also, if you want more updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel and join the Discord. The links to the Discord and the Steam page are in the description below. So let's start things off with the power-ups. I originally planned to have a shop system where the player could buy their power-ups, but the problem with that is I couldn't make any interesting level designs because if a player didn't have a grapple, they couldn't complete this really cool grapple section of a level. So, based on some feedback from the members in my Discord server, they suggested that we make power-ups something that spawn on the map as opposed to like something that you permanently purchase. That way a player can always complete the level regardless of if they've purchased it or not. So an example, this would be the grapple. I can now grapple and finish the level. Another thing I worked on was making important objects stand out more. So power-ups are pretty important. So when they get hidden by an object, they'll actually kind of get outlined. So you can still see them through this island. So it's a simple change that highlights that they're here. It makes them easier to see if your vision is blocked. So the next thing would be the flag is also outlined at the end of the level. This makes it easier to know where you're supposed to be headed if the level design isn't quite clear enough. I'll probably have signs and some other things to display that, or maybe a waypoint, but for now this works pretty well in my opinion. Another thing I did was create this little clock that you can pick up, and it reduces your time. So if you go an alternate route, like over here to the side, as opposed to jumping on those, this clock reduces your time by X amount of seconds. In this case, it's 5. So those are pretty nice to pick up, and they kind of reward the player for exploring alternate routes. So another thing I created was this little wood pallet that kind of floats. When you jump on it, the boards break. So it's a temporary platform. It gives you a couple, resets your jump. You can jump on it a little bit before it all breaks. I haven't really incorporated it into other levels yet because I'm not sure if I like it, so send me your thoughts if you think it's a good addition. I'll add it to some levels. So as you may have noticed, these have more light on them. It's actually a point light, so it casts light onto the ground as well as having bloom. Still not sure if I'm a fan of that, so let me know if you like it better than just with bloom. Let me actually give you a comparison here. So you can tell what it's like with versus without. Why is this happening? Okay, right here. Perfect. Okay, so this is without the light, just bloom. And then if I turn the light back on, that's with the light. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts, and we'll tweak it accordingly. So one idea I explored was having these buttons around the map that you can interact with. So when I touch this button, it moves this block up. It could be used to move islands or move rocks, maybe, I don't know. It's just an idea that someone recommended. It could also be cool to have some puzzles in different levels. I haven't done anything with it aside from make it functional, but let me know your thoughts on that as well, and we'll see if it needs to be incorporated or not. Another bug I fixed was in the endless mode, sometimes 2 islands would spawn at the same time, and that's not good because they'd spawn on top of each other most of the time. I think I fixed this by adding more of a delay to the spawning. We'll see if it actually did fix it. But the islands basically would just, 2 of them would spawn at a time. Which would, oh, never mind, I didn't fix it. There's 2 right there. Oh well. So the other thing I did was add these new types of islands. This one has a couple different sides to jump on, and it's a taller one, and then yes, right here. What did I get? Right here, this has a circle. It's more like a donut island. So those are just 2 new island types. They haven't been used in any mode but endless so far. I'm probably going to incorporate them though into other worlds and levels. Another thing I did was add an FOV slider to the game. This was highly requested by a lot of people, so it goes from 30 to 120. I'm not sure what the cap should be. I know there's like 120 seems pretty high to me and 30 seems pretty low, but I'll need feedback on that as well, because don't want it to be crazy. Maybe 240 would be insane. So anyway, that's what that's set up with. And then settings, you can now access it from in-game. You can tweak all these different values instead of having to back out of the to the menu. You can adjust all this live. The controls page, you can now see all the keybinds. It's a little panel, it's more cleaned up, and there's sensitivity sliders for vertical and horizontal. Oh man, that's trippy. Oh gosh, the sun looks awful on those settings. Anyway, I added different sliders and different mixers, so you can control volume versus sound effects versus the overall game. So those are implemented as well. I added shadows to all the UI elements to make it more seamless. So there's shadows behind these things now, and just makes the game flow together better and makes the UI look better. I added these toggles, the UI transitions, UI animations, and dev console. These all actually work now. Before they were just there. That's about all for this devlog. Thanks for watching. Be sure to wishlist the game on Steam. It's free to do so, and we're at 85 wishlists, trying to get to 100. It supports the game more than you know. And if you'd like to subscribe to get more updates about the game or join the Discord, feel free to do that. The links are below.